In The Call of the Wild and Free, Ainsley Arment talks about how our culture pushes our kids to care about their performance, to do better on standardized testing, to look at this screen or that device for their entertainment. Instead, we want our children to slow down and chase wonder and see that they can rest in learning and enjoy experiences rather than being pushed by the standards of today. So I have a couple suggestions with new amazing books that can help ignite that sense of wonder and also that sense of slowness for parent and child, caregiver and child. Starting with a beautiful Little Hoots Early Learning Library. This is a collection of 4 beautiful books with beautiful illustrations that helps your child in a very gentle way learn about their numbers. And there are the beautiful nature words here, along with some acorns and some bumblebee hives, some eggs and worms that your child can look at their numbers with, as well as colors. Very simple yet beautiful fruits here for your child to look at and point to and enjoy with no pressure at all. And the body, you're going to look at little animals and their body parts, such as mouths and ears and legs and tongues there. And lastly, just enjoying some animals. You could bring this book out with you outside on a blanket. You could bring a little journal and your child could draw their own little animal with this little book for some inspiration together. These are some preschool, some toddler learning tools that you can use, whether you're homeschooling or you just have your child at home with you. Great opportunities for you to enjoy time together around those experiences. We also have the months of the year. I'm going to sing a song for you. This is how I learned my months with my kindergarten class. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year. You can read this book together to learn those months or sing that fun song. Another beautiful nature book, again, that you can bring, rain or shine. I like to say time outdoors is a chance just for your child to explore and wonder. But this book goes through all of the seasons in nature and celebrating just the beauty of our natural world and also why we should take care of it. We are thankful for the winter and nature's time to rest, thankful for the moon and stars, and thankful for the earth. I love this sweet little book. And again, it ignites that wonder in our children. A couple other science books that I love are Step Inside Science Your Body and Look Inside Volcanoes and Earthquakes. Why not take any subject your child might be interested in and grab a book about it? We'll look at that one in a minute. We have many Look Inside books or See Inside or Peek Inside books of all different subjects. I love this new one, looking at those ribs there, and you can see all the parts of a lung on that page. So many places for your child to explore and read alongside you, seeing where their stomach acid churns all the food. And of course, there is the intestines there, as well as the senses. That's an important concept for your child to learn, as well as learning about all the systems of the body. So my children have been excited to learn about volcanoes as we do rocks and minerals and soil and earth lessons lately. So this has been a perfect addition to our learning and so many ways to explore. These books are wonderful because even if you're not sitting right there with your child, they can open it up on their own, even if they're not a reader, and they can learn something because the pictures share the story just as much as the words do. These are really, really popular and for good reason. And again, we have this new one about volcanoes and earthquakes, but we also have many subjects, whatever your child might be interested in. It's so great for them to own a book. Teaching book ownership helps them to value the book all the more. Nursery rhymes are a great and fun way to learn phonemic awareness and speaking skills. These are so wonderful. Hickory Dickory Dock, the mouse ran up the clock. Really fun nursery rhyme right there. I love these little board books. We have many of these. And then, of course, I have to mention our big book of nursery rhymes. I love this one because it has so many. And these rhymes truly, truly teach that phonemic awareness for them to be learning how phonics rhyme. And then that will help them with learning to read and sounding it out for themselves. During this early learning time, I don't really advocate for teaching the letters and sounds quite yet. It is fine to just explore, read aloud, and reading aloud is so important. So fairy tales, you're going to want to have a story for them to read. We have many picture books by Kane Miller, but Usborne does these beautiful fairy tale collections, many choices, and this one with Poppy and Sam, who are popular characters with Stephen Cartwright. It includes stories about Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Sleeping Beauty, Three Little Pigs, Rumpelstiltskin, and Goldilocks. I also love Aesop. Aesop has many lessons to teach us adults and children alike. Whenever I read these with my kids, it makes me think pretty deeply about the lesson and about what I could learn and how can I apply that to my parenting or my own friendships, my own relationship. So these are wonderful as well. Lastly, I wanted to share these new thinking skills workbooks. I absolutely love these. Let me open them up. They are a consumable book. So some of the pages, you're going to cut these out and you're going to make this picture yourself. This is perfect when your child is starting to learn those cutting skills, those scissor skills. There are many of those. I love that. As well as what comes first, next, and last. That is really great for those cognitive developmental skills. Some matching involved. There's also a book about matching here, helping with their reasoning, drawing a line from the toy box to the shadow, manipulation, hand-eye coordination, and look, you're gonna match the animal with their body there. And lastly, putting in order. I love all these books. I highly recommend them if you're doing an at-home preschool or you want to help your child recognize patterns, really help with visual awareness. All of these books, these are wonderful for that. I just highly recommend reading together, getting out into nature, going grocery shopping together, cooking together, and enjoying your time, having some sensory time with Play-Doh or sand, and just enjoy your time together. Ignite wonder with books and togetherness.